Hello, welcome to How to Play Like a Watt Pro. Today I'm going to be playing in the T125. This tank is one of the best tier 10 heavy tanks, and after the Chief in 279 gets nerfed, it's probably going to be top 2 or top 3 best tier 10 heavy tanks for farming damage for the very good players, and I think it's just a solid tank in general. Let's start with the field mods. So I actually pick neither for this one. You could pick all-terrain. I probably wouldn't pick right. Parallax adjustment as always, periscope electric drive, which I pretty much always do. This one for the better reverse speed, and then lightweight hull for better dispersion on the move. So for equipment, there's a couple different loadouts you can run. I think my preferred loadout is probably Turbo V-Stab Rammer, but I've also been using V-Stab or Rammer Hardening Turbo as well, just like standard Clan Wars setup. I think for city maps you could also have a second loadout, which is ooh, what's happening to my game? Hardening V-Stab Rammer or Hardening Vents Rammer or something like that. But I think you should have at least one loadout, probably your primary loadout, which has a turbocharger. I think it's very important. Besides that, though, you can basically put whatever you want on it. You don't even have to run hardening. You can run aim unit, you can run vents, all kinds of stuff. It's just a rammer that you really need, and you need one loadout with turbo. Alright, let's get into the first game. So, we got Paris, tier 10 battle, no arty. Not that arty is relevant on this map. No light tanks, not that lights are that relevant on this map. They have a lot of heavy tanks, which is a good thing for me. Now, one thing in the E5 that I'm often thinking at the start of the battle, when I'm thinking about where I want to play, I need to think about which side my cupola is on and how to take advantage of the fact that the side without the cupola you can peek with very easily. And so on this map, there's two main positions where heavy tanks oftentimes go, and that's on the rubble pile down here, where my cupola would be very much exposed. But I can also play just directly on the corner down here, which I'll be showing you, and then my cupola will be mostly hidden behind the wall. And then I'll be in a very strong position. They'll just be able to see this, basically. I'm hoping that I get there before anybody else, so I can actually be the one who plays there. 277 seems to want to take the corner as well, though, but... yeah, he's pushing me because he's a fucking retard. That's great. So we can farm the shit out of enemies here as long as we don't get pushed out by this potato in our 277. It's unlucky. My cupola's not very exposed, but it is a little bit exposed. If they aim well and get a little bit lucky, then they'll hit it. That was a bad shot. I don't want to expose my track. Dude, he's actually still poking. What the fuck? That's the weak spot on the KPZ if he side scrapes. This corner is fucking with me a little bit. Just penned my upper plate. It's pretty sick. Losing half my health because of bullshit. They both fired. Their S-Conk is backed off. He doesn't seem to want to fight anymore. I don't know how he just hit my... Dude, are you fucking kidding me? How am I getting raped so hard? Literally, how are they penning? I bounced 400 damage. They penned me through the upper plate twice. This is fucking insane. I can barely even peek anymore. Like, even just peeking like this is risky. I also did that to piss him off more than anything. Maybe he'll just misjudge my reload and peek. There we go. See, it actually paid off. I don't know why this guy wants to peek. Go ahead, bleed some damage. Being a one-shot here really sucks. And I miss his lower plate because it's such a fucking small target for me to hit. Obviously, I'm gonna track that guy. Hopefully he fires or something. The frontal hull armor of this tank is pretty good if you angle it heavily. It's only if they hit the inside corner of it where it's pretty bad. Like the lower plate here, but if they hit the outside of your lower plate, oftentimes you can bounce them. I'm getting pushed out by my teammates. Fucking sick. So this game should have been way better, but they just penned every single shot, even my upper plate shot, which is very unlucky. That was a bad shot. I fucking hate playing close quarters with teammates. It's literally just so aggravating. Because all they fucking do is push you out and get in your way and try to fuck you over. But yeah, we got hit in the cupola 0 times this game. They just fucking kept penning our upper plate, so lost all our health. So, not a very good game. I just didn't expect them to pen my upper plate, so I didn't even bother trying to hide it, you know? It's not something that you just assume they're gonna do, especially with standard ammo. $4.2k damage, only 1,000 blocks, although in my opinion, in the position I was, I should have blocked like 2.5k at minimum. I just got unlucky. I was playing against godly players, so not much you can do about that. Alright, let's go next. Alright. So we got Red Shire standard self spawn, no RD thankfully. When I play on this map in a heavy tank, I usually go to the east, especially if I have gun depression. So I'm going to go to the east this game. Debating whether, I think I should bring hardening probably, because I'll probably need my HP to push through that flank. The cupola is kind of a problem because I'm planning to play right there, and when I peek over this ridge they can still shoot my cupola very easily. I'm not really hull down. One thing that you want to watch out for on this map at the start of the battle when you're in a heavy tank is pay attention to what kind of snipers they have. So thankfully they don't have a 4K5 or a Jagdpanzer. Those are like the most common problems when you're playing a heavy tank where I'm planning to play. When you're driving over here, you want to just pre-aim to the left just in case a tank pops up on that ridge over there. You can sometimes get a shot. We have a Concept 1B here, which is kind of annoying. I like playing here alone, because just like last battle, all teammates do is fucking get in the way. I think I can pen his upper plate. Let me go for that shot. Oh, nice bounce. Sick. Right off his side turret. And we bounce that as well. So back here is where the TDs sit, and you need to watch out that they don't shoot you, but They can only hit my turret basically right now. And I need to make sure I don't get tracked here. Okay, I'm not. That's kind of why I wanted the V-stab, honestly. So now we know there's a TD back there. It's good info. You can only see my turret right now, kind of. At least the waffle can only see my turret. So it's not like an easy shot. He has to hit my cupola from a very long range. I'm gonna see if I can go more to the right and get a shot on this guy. I missed because I don't have a V-stab. Dude, this guy is so lucky. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't get anything on him because he's fucking lucky and bad. At least I hit that shot and I set him on fire. I kind of deserve that, though, to be honest. So this waffle, he's sitting right there. I'm just going to take a blind at it. A couple blinds. I don't want to get lit, so I can't get shot in return. Load AP. I do want to push through this flank in a second. I don't want to waste all my time blind firing. So now I'm going to push down. When it comes to pushing through this flank, you pretty much never want to do it from the right side. You want to push through the left side. Even from the left is pretty tricky though, so you got to be careful. The only reason I'm even attempting this is because these are tier 8s and a tier 9, so I feel like I might have a chance of doing it. The Ice 3 is certainly not a threat. He doesn't have the pen to deal with me. And this guy's bled a little bit. I have a good amount of HP, so I'm just gonna trade with him. That was a lucky pen. I aimed it badly. There's your waffle. Might have hit him once. I'm not sure. I'm actually gonna shoot this guy. I have plenty of HP, so if I take another from the A phase 1, it's completely fine. And they do have a lot of snipers, but I'm gonna peek this just for one shot. His track, unfortunately. I'm gonna peek it again. I don't think I'll go down to like a one shot or anything. Because the E5's armor is just, from close range, where you can hit the weak spots easily, it's not very good. But from long ranges, its armor is better than like the S-Conk. Like you can just kind of sit in the open, and it's kind of hard to pen it because hitting its weak spots, especially if you can hide some of them, is not very easy. And even its weak spots, like its cupola, weaker guns have trouble penning it because if you hit it at a bad angle, it just won't pen. We still have 1300 HP, so I can push in. We're up 2k HP. This should be a win considering we still have a couple tier 10s alive, but I just need to be a little bit careful not to throw. I'm gonna track this guy. I'm fucking terrible. This game is tough sometimes, not gonna lie. Sometimes you can wiggle and they'll fuck up their shot on your cupola. I still have some HP, so if I take a couple hits, it's fine. I was gonna say I was gonna finish that guy off, but never mind. Their AMX 30 is up there, so I still can take another hit. It's not a big problem. Was there BZ lit a second ago or no? I don't think he was. He's probably left. Maybe in the corner over here. We'll see. That's unlucky. Hopefully I get a shot. I think I will. I want to keep moving so that I'm the first one there. That's why I wasn't stopping for the shot on the AMX 30. This guy looks like he wants to run over here. But I'm gonna go towards the right a little bit anyways, because the only way I don't get all this damage is if he goes to the right. Oh, he actually just penned me with HE. Nice. That's fine. I don't care. I just wanted that last shot. Pretty good game. 6.2k damage. Maybe a blind. We'll see. 1600 spotting. And this is where the E5 is just so good. It's against lower tier opponents. It's way better than like an S-Conk for lower tier opponents because it's a little bit faster. And its armor is just better against low tier opponents, even though it's got a Capullo. So we didn't get a blind on the waffle. I guess he rotated before I started blinding him, or I just missed him. But either way, it's still a pretty good game. Alright, let's go next. Alright, so we got steps. I don't think I actually need hardening. I mean, it could be useful, but I want the V-stab instead. Even though it'll be close range, I think later on in the battle it could be useful, or for early snapshots. On this map in heavy tanks, almost every single time on standard mode, I push the 9 line. There's 2 routes you can take. You can either go around here like that, or you can just cut straight across and go like this. If you go this way, you might take 1 shot. It really depends. Usually I don't take any damage. But the E5 is not an I7, it's a little bit slower, so there's a chance I'll bleed some damage here. In fact, I might actually just jump down in the hole. Yeah, we took 1 hit. That's fine though. I don't think I'll need my HP unless I get absolutely ass raped by something. They do have 2 RD, so I've got to watch out for that, but I'm not really worried about winning this side. It should be pretty easy because it's a tier 8 game. It's mostly just after the fact. If I make a mistake, then I could lose some of my HP. Tried to block my cupola there. That is something you can do in this tank. Just blocking your cupola with your gun. I'm gonna take that guy out. We can always kill the STB after. The RD might shoot me now. That's what I'm worried about. I'm gonna do a little dodge. Okay, the STB's dead. Now, an important thing, once you win this flank, which is usually not too hard to do because this side has an advantage, you usually don't want to push through the 0 line. It's usually a terrible idea. You usually will get farmed for that from the base and from these positions up here. But you do usually want to poke where I am right now, just in case someone's in their base. You can sometimes spot them and then shoot them, get a few free shots, some assistance damage as well. But usually, instead of pushing through, you want to do what I'm doing now. So if you're losing the 1-2, then you might have to go all the way back, which we are, I think, this battle. But if you're winning the 1-2 or you're holding it just fine, you can progress like this and go underneath here and take this position there, where you're pretty safe from all their TDs and stuff. But since we're probably going to lose the 1-2, because they have an E100 over there, and they have some unlit tanks which could also be over there, I'm going to go back for now. We're still going to win this game, but we're not going to win if I just drive across this open field and then get shot from over here. I probably would get away with it anyway, but I still think that this is a better play. I can go kill an E100, which is hopefully healthy, and that will be a source of a lot of my damage. We don't have a lot over here, so it's not like they're dying quickly or anything. So I have time. It's not like my team is killing their team right now, so I have time to rotate. If there's more pressure, then I would be more likely to cut across somewhere, like cut across like that, or push up the middle or something. But that's not happening, so I have time. Both the RD just fired, which is probably good. They're gonna be about half loaded by the time I get to this corner. This E100 should just be a dead man for me. I can just farm his turret because I have a very good heat pen. And I want to block my cupola between shots. Here comes the RD. Hopefully I don't get hit a second time by the RD. That would be annoying because my reload would be nerfed. Okay, it's fine, because the guy's dead. Unfortunate. I am like half health, so gotta be a little bit careful. I'm not gonna peek yet. I'm gonna peek this guy though, he's over peeking. Hopefully that hit. I aimed a little bit too far right. These two arties are still a problem. I'm trying to use this rock to avoid them. I'm gonna try to get unlit. I'm safe from that corner there, so I'm gonna peek and shoot this G-Sor if he's still there. And let me shoot this guy if I can. Bad shot. I don't think I'm lit, so I think I'm fine. Dude, come on. Finally, holy shit. Their G-Sor just died. I don't know how. I guess he got lit or blind fired? I don't know. Looking at what's unlit, there's nothing that can kill me on the cross. It's just a T-32 unlit and an ISU. So I'm gonna cross up to these rocks. This is a natural progression from this point. Pushing across this field. I'm quite a bit ahead of my team, which is a good thing. Means I might get out some damage before they're here. I'm hoping to find this T-32. That would be ideal. But I want to make it to like here and spot up here if possible. Nice, we found an arty. There's the T-32. I have shots on him. I would like to track him if possible. Didn't track him. I have enough HP where I can take a hit. I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna back in the open. Okay, I'm gonna kill that guy first. Sometimes you want to like go into the open just to make it so that enemies will peek you if you have plenty of HP and it's like near the end of the game or something. Didn't get to show it off there though because this guy, the arty, exposed himself. They still have a... Oh my god, bro. I feel like I'm getting kind of unlucky with my shots, to be honest. Like seriously, like this is so goddamn unlucky. I could die here. I did not expect that guy to poke that. Just gonna back up here and load HE for the arty. Hopefully I get him. Nice. Okay, we got 5k damage out of this. Not bad. Nothing crazy though. But I got 2,000 spotting as well. If I didn't get unlucky with shots, it would have been probably 5.5 or 6k or something. So, or 5.8. So I'm not upset about this. It was kind of a... It wasn't a steamroll, but it was just like kind of a guaranteed win. And I didn't get as much damage on the E100 as I was hoping. So we hit a blind. I don't know what on, grill or something. I don't remember. Oh, probably the G-Sor. How many bells is that? 3? No, 4. I think I'm gonna call it there then. I'll probably do another episode in the E5 because I really enjoy playing this tank. Might be the next episode, but I'm trying to do like 30-minute videos or less. Or like 35 minutes or less, because apparently longer videos don't do as well, which I kind of knew. It's just I like doing longer videos. So first session we did 4.8k damage, 3.5 average kills, 1500 assistance, so pretty good for marks. As you can see, I'm up to 100% marks on this thing. Only 1500 average block damage, which is actually kind of low. Like when I was tryharding this tank, my block damage was around like 2k or something. This thing's armor is underrated as fuck. I didn't get to show it off much in the video, but gun blocking your cupola and wiggling your turret is very, very useful in this tank. It's a skill that's you have to practice, but I would say that's like the main thing that separates a okay E5 player from a good E5 player is how they manage to hide their cupola, and also how to use their hull armor. Because if you over angle like this and then poke a corner like this, the only weak spot is right here. This outer section is actually pretty hard to penetrate because it's angled well, so you can take advantage of that a lot of the time by just exposing like this much of your lower plate, and people will think it's a pen, or maybe you'll just have a small chance to pen and they'll shoot it, and then you can poke and peek, or peek them and shoot them. So those are just some general tips for the E5. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Next one will probably be coming out tomorrow. We'll see though. Alright, goodbye. Okay, so here's the thing. One of my battles on Fisherman's Bay, I guess I forgot to record or something, so we're actually gonna do one more. It's a shame too, because that battle was, I mean, it wasn't a crazy battle, but it was a good one to learn from, so kind of sucks that it didn't get recorded. But instead we'll just play another one on this map. We're not going to get to see the full session stats because I already reset my session on accident, so. But anyways, we got Lakeville, North Spawn, 1 artillery, 2 light tanks. I'm going to bring my hardening loadout and go Valley. You could go City, it's just, I just don't like going City, honestly. And also, I don't actually think going Valley is a terrible idea in this situation, because the E5 is not bad for it. So in the E5, or I guess in this situation, we have enough tanks with me, so that's not a problem. They have a decent amount of heavies, like 6 or something, so, or 5, so we might get some good competition here. They only have 1 arty, which is very important. If there's 2 arties, this would be quite a bit worse. But I don't actually want to play on the top side here. I do have a cupola. I want to play on this corner. The cupola is still a problem on this corner. But what's good about this corner is my hull armor is built really well for it. I can hide most of my lower plate, and so it's pretty hard for enemies to do anything. Now when I get to this corner, I usually will just pre-aim this. Okay, that guy just got pushed. I think he got pushed. I feel kind of bad for him. I usually pre-aim this corner. I can even like kind of peek this corner because I'm a E5, so my armor is built pretty well for this. I'm gonna try to block my cupola. This guy doesn't seem like he really knows what is going on, so. See how I like turn my turret to the left here? That's just to make it a little bit harder for him to hit me. Alright, this guy's lit. I don't know if they have any TDs in the back. I'll have to look at their comp in a second. So looking at what's lit, everything is lit except Ascent AX. That means I can play aggressive on this corner. I think the best place for me to shoot is actually the top of his tank because he's angled down. It's just a shame that the full aimed accuracy of this tank is not great, and I'm getting unlucky, so I'm trying to wiggle a little bit between shots so we can't hit my cupola. I know that his accuracy is also bad. Yeah, eventually I'll kill this guy. It's just a fucking pain. He doesn't seem to want to move, which is good. Okay, now he's moving. I guess I'll take that guy out. I want to go a little bit wider so that I have better gun depression. I'm not paying attention to me. This is pretty free right now. The arty's not even able to hit me. That was a bad shot. But now here's where the cupola is going to become a problem. So I'll have to play a little bit more careful. I'm hoping my team will just push this. Because then I'll be able to push in. This game is over, I think. I think we won the game. So I can trade some of my HP away. I'm going to start pressuring them pretty soon. Nice. It's a very important hit. That guy in the back needs to die, if possible. Nice, he's dead. Now I'm just going to pressure forward. I'm not going to just drive in though, because there are 3 of them. You can pen the side turret of the 780 if you have good enough penetration. I'm gonna repair because I don't want the S-Kong to hit me too. I have enough HP where I can still just trade with these guys though. Hoping I don't get ammo wrecked because my repair kit is down. I'm gonna go for the damage here instead of the kill. I think the ammo rack is on the front of this tank, so giving them my side might even actually be better than my front. Alright, so we just rolled them. Like I said, this tank is good for that corner there because of its hull armor and its turret armor. The only thing they can pen is a cupola, and if the TDs have to hit your cupola from range, it's pretty tough for them, especially if you're like wiggling. This is actually a close game, so I should probably be careful. Hopefully my team doesn't cap. I should have noticed this sooner, but I wasn't paying attention. They should be going back to base actually, so I'm gonna stay here for a second. Usually teams will go back to base rather than cap. Okay, they're capping. Okay, I'm gonna go back just to try to secure the dub. Hopefully they at least get resets on my team. Oh, it's just a solo Manticore. I guess I should have stayed, but I can't know that for sure. Okay, they're all here. I'm gonna turn back. I just wanted to play it safe so that we would win. That's why I started heading back, but it didn't work out for me. I could have been doing a little bit of damage right now. So these guys, they did a terrible mistake. Something that you should probably never do when you're in this kind of situation, which is cap when they still have this corner out here. It's just a bad play. Should I cross? I think I'm not going to. Don't shoot me, please. God damn it. Oh, man. I fucked up a little bit. I took a hit from the Leo unnecessarily because I hesitated. I wanted to cross, but then I changed my mind. I don't think crossing was the right play. I probably would have got out only one more shot anyways, though, but you never know. If I had killed the Manticore, which is what I was trying to do, if the Leo managed to bounce me or something, or managed to get behind the corner, then maybe I could have made a crossfire with my 121B, but they did have some other tanks here, so I probably would have died pretty quickly. Either way, I don't think I made any major mistakes this battle. I think going Valley, I know everyone says don't go Valley, but I don't really see why not, to be honest. A lot of the time, the Valley is worse from the south. From the north, though, if you start losing the city, you can always just turn around, and it's a very short rotation back to your base, and you can hold your cap circle from A2. So it's completely fine. I can kind of see why people say that, though, because if you lose the Valley, it's usually not a big deal, because you only need one person to spot the cap, like from a bush or something, and then you can have a bunch of tanks in A8 or from the south in like K7, and you can just snipe the people who are capping, like what happened to my team in this game. Either way, though, 6600 damage, 3k blocked, and 250 assistance. Pretty good game. So yeah, kind of glad that I didn't record the Fisherman's Bay game, because I got to show you this game instead, which was a pretty dank game, although it was kind of just free farming, so it wasn't anything super useful to learn from, but hopefully you enjoyed it anyways. I'll see you in the next video. Like I said, I'll probably make another E5 video. Maybe even the next video will be the E5 again. So, see you later.